But what was it? Thankoween?
Thankoween.
Thankoween doesn't go well
and Winter
together.
Weekend.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are you doing? We are watching Upload. We've never seen it before. Season 2 has just come out. We're watching Season 1. It's delightful. Hello, everybody. How are you? How are we all doing? You're right. Wendy is correct. We managed a mere 22 minutes of blather before stream on Sunday.
We're sorry. We'd just like to apologize to you.
Yes, but then...
To everyone.
But then Outer Wilds happened. And you knew it was going to happen. And it happened at us. Yes, behold the loveliness that is his new face. Oh, Wendy would also like to see your t-shirt.
Mini Vogue.
No change without sacrifice. Exactly. So yeah, we're watching Upload. Good evening.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. The fact that we've done this for over 2 years now, and I'm fairly certain I've never opened with...
I think it's coming up on 2 years.
I'm fairly certain I've never opened with "Good evening and welcome to the Light program." Is frankly astounding.
Is this the Light program?
Well, it's not the heavy program, that's for damn sure.
I don't know. We're pretty hench these days.
Douche.
Yes.
Seriously. our dumbbells are fucking hilarious right now.
Yeah, we are doing the Lift Off Weight Lift program from home, which is designed to help people who have not done lifting in a while get back into it, or for people who have never done any weightlifting start with body weight movements and move up. We have a set of adjustable dumbbells at our house, and they are fully maxed. So
they look like prison weights.
They look
they
like
are insane
prison weights. So we are gonna have to start going to an actual real adult gym with racks and benches and things of that nature.
Also, it should be noted that we're going to 6 to 8 weeks into a 12-week program.
We are on week 8. Yes, week
8.
9 approacheth.
And when we started it, I had my doubts because I still have difficulty believing that good things happen.
Yes, Wendy, that is very much
here in 2022. But we have both noticed very measurable increases in basic strength.
Yeah.
And flexibility, for that matter.
Yeah.
I mean, we do yoga every morning, and every morning, some mornings. Sometimes we do yoga.
Buffest of podcasters. I'm sure there are lots of very buff podcasters.
There are some very buff podcasters. And planking, where you kind of do a push-up but forget to do a push-up.
You do a push-up and get stuck.
For the longest time, I could hold it for about 45, 50 seconds. And it's pretty solidly a minute now.
You got told that the t-shirt design looks like a Pokeball?
I could absolutely see that.
The color scheme, kind of. It looks like a...
Gotta corrupt them all.
Yeah, hashtag not a cult. Yes, exactly.
So workouts have been happening. I've been sick as a fucking dog, which was hilarious. Yeah, I'm not fully well, but I'm well enough.
He's doing better. And this March has been a lot, y'all. Parts of it have been great. Other parts of it have been frustrating. But it is what it is. And so we're just going to kind of go on with life. Hello, Beastrogen.
Hey, Beastrogen. Good to see you.
Welcome. Oh, it's been a little bit since March has been a trime, yes.
There was a day where the series lead on the new Star Trek show saying, "Hey, Alistair wrote a book and you should buy it," was the least surprising thing that happened.
Well, he's a nice guy. I know. It's just that... okay, so like for the last couple of weeks, we've had notes... a note up on the boards in our office that said, "You're going to have a very good week." I'm like, this week it said, "I'm going to have an average and uneventful and productive week." Please, can we stop having the big extremes? I would like to be like productive and uneventful. And it's been... That's us grabbing the wooden desk. I am rocking the camera. We have to be careful about that. So far, it's I'm looking forward to March, marching its ass on out of here, and just us going on with things. So we've not done this.
Opening the door as April comes in, looking at March, we're like, go on, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The sun has been out though this week, which has been delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely wonderful. And has unfortunately probably resulted in us drinking entirely too much coffee because it's a great excuse to go out in the afternoon.
I have been
get some sunshine.
I've been very, very pleasantly surprised by the honestly, the endorphin rush I got from my new glasses, because I haven't had new glasses for about 4 years. And what became very apparent pretty much the instant I put them on, maybe longer.
Honey.
The instant I put them on was that I was compensating for a lot. I was doing a lot of rolling visual interpretation. I can read every single word on the stream from here. I'm fairly certain that's not happened before.
Yeah, so he's adjusting quite well.
Also, they're very focals because, I'm vintage. And I was really...
Because you need help reading, because you read lots.
Yeah. And I was... right? I see you, Wendy.
Wendy!
Like, hey!
Hey! Oh, I know.
And I was...
Cheers to you, Wendy. Cheers to you.
I was genuinely really worried, because the diagram they show you is basically, here is the T-shaped field of vision you will have, and the rest is chaos. Here are the two maelstroms that will sit in the bottom of each eye forever. And
we said, no.
Like, let's not do that.
Let's not do
so we didn't. And so I have really nice new glasses, which make me very happy.
And good. And very good. Ozzy, what on earth is that emoji? I'm terribly confused. It's animated, though. Okay, can we talk about emojis for me for just a moment? We have unlocked animated emojis, and RT commissiony thingies are in progress, which is lovely, and soon there will be new ones. Oh, I'm very sorry, Forats. It looks like the description on some of the emojis may have changed as well. So yes, there will be new exciting emojis. Hang on, I'm going to read this from Kiwi.
Kiwi, that sounds amazing.
I am waiting for the open call exhibition I'm participating in to contact me about how many pieces they're accepting and whether my artist statement made any sense. And I'm just 5 postponed nervous breakdowns and a person suit clutching a doctor's note with the word decompress scrawled on it. So mood, yes, please decompress, please. Oh no. I'm sorry, Forats. Hopefully it's okay. So what I was saying is we've rearranged a bunch of the emojis because, one, we've unlocked the stay camera. We've unlocked some of the animated ones, which are going to be made here soon. And 2, we now have the ability to give people who have just joined the stream for a while access to a couple of emojis. So we've rearranged things a little bit is what I'm saying. It's the ship post calligrapher's chorb, chicken orb. Oh, that's adorable. Aww. I love it. So if you have some hotkeys that have emoji descriptions, they may have changed around. Feel free to test your emojis throughout the evening. There will be more soon, and we're very excited. And so that will be happening. Mm-hmm. Hey, honey, what do we do on this stream?
So we do 3 things on the show. The first one is an opening monologue, and this is normally intended to basically be the equivalent of the trailers and adverts at the movies. Remember the movies?
Hold that thought, Compost. We will show you what Chungus is wearing, but it is related to this evening's content.
This is a chance for you to get situated, get hydrated, get a snack, make sure your pets are fed and watered, your partner is chasing the Roomba around the apartment with the laser pointer tied to it. All that usual good stuff.
Does that happen?
You've met my dad.
We should buy your dad a Roomba.
Actually, buying my parents a Roomba is a non-awful idea.
That sounds... Isn't your dad's birthday next month?
It's next week.
Ooh.
Also, just on the random off chance that my father is watching, hi Dad, I hope you're okay. But yeah, basically just get situated, get hydrated, get comfortable, take any meds you might need, make sure or any dependents are sufficiently entertained and squared away. The doors are locked, the salt is freshly put around the house, all that good stuff.
The important things.
Yes. And then we will move on to the main core of our content, which this week is, of course, the magnificent Sleepy Hollow Part 3, which we are really going to sink our teeth into. I hope that is not a terrible, terrible omen. And then, because we do a lot of horror stuff on this remarkably perky thread, we also round it off with Brain Sorbet, which is shenanigans. Well, we'll just do something silly and fun.
Which we have some very lovely St. Kilda themed things for us. Also, today's fan art was one of our first pieces of Super Suits fan art, which is a Ross Aria redesign, which was quite lovely, and I'm very happy to see. Cool.
Yes, so good.
All right.
So yeah.
Shall we do...
Without further ado,
our opening monologue?
Let us jump on into our opening monologue, which comes from frequent flyer and functional house band, the magnificent Mr. Nate Crowley.
Yes.
The content warnings are bodily fluids, death, imprisonment, unreality, and violence. So you know we're in for a good time.
Because it was written by Nate.
And may I proudly present to you 10 extremely good ideas for The Sims 5.
You may proceed, sir.
10 extremely good ideas for The Sims 5 by Nate Crowley. Happy birthday, The Sims! You're 20 years old today, which means you're finally old enough to throw an old boot full of soup right at a cop's head and be totally immune to prosecution. Seriously, it's true. If you didn't know about that little trick, you should try it. You're also old enough, apparently, to have released an unfeasible number of spin-offs, ports, add-ons, and DLC packs over the years. I just checked out your Wikipedia page to remind myself how many games have been released under the name, and I had to have a little shout because I was so surprised.
Do a little shout.
I never really played you much, if I'm honest. I had some fun with your original installment in 2000, but the only thing I remember doing is making a bloke called something like Pete Strongman or Grief Wellington.
Grief Wellington
Grief
is
Wellington
a good
is
name.
solid. Or whatever, who lived in a grey cube just large enough for him to lift weights in 24 hours a day, while occasionally bursting into fits of racking sobs, or thinking about the army.
Fun fact about our weightlifting, Alistair is so tall that he can't do an overhead press in the apartment. He can't fully extend his arm because the weight will go through the ceiling.
Now I think about it, I basically delivered the definitive roast on incel culture years ahead of time. Anyway, even though my only experience of The Sims was unwittingly creating Jordan Peterson's soul 20 years ago, here I come with 10 ideas, one for every 2 years of your beautiful life, for what form the much discussed Sims 5 should take. Sidebar. For a while, the Sims franchise had massive amounts of spin-offs. There is a reason you cannot play Simcopter. I always really wanted to play Simcopter because you fly around in a helicopter doing helicopter stuff. It was great. One of the senior coders coded in a relatively innocuous phrase, which once you put it in, meant everyone in the city had very enthusiastic sex with everybody else in the city, constantly, and it could not be turned off. He no longer works in video gaming. He is now one part of the Yes Men, who are a remarkably good anti-capitalism structural artist / prank collective.
How do you know these things?
I wish I knew.
One of these days we're gonna power a perpetual engine based on the random facts that people know, and Alistair will keep us all warm throughout the nuclear winter. It was hilarious.
So anyway, Google the Yes Men because their documentary is actually really quite fun.
Okay, I'm going to read more about the Sims.
You should
stuff.
do the...
Okay.
Yeah, after you, I insist.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Number 1, the Strims. Total conversation... Yeah, conversation of the original Sims, but everyone's got a strimmer for a head now. And so instead of communicating, they just make a big, mad whirring sound. And when they try to comfort each other with hugs, they end up getting fully minced. All they can think about is the strimming. Sometimes you see them crawling around on the lawn on their hands and knees just to get their pathetic fix. A tragic fable. Nathan, we should talk.
2. Reverse Sims. Eerie new take on the Sims formula where you boot up the game only to find an unsmiling, cartoonish face staring through the screen and moving a mouse around their desk. After a few moments, you find yourself irresistibly compelled to eat a series of implausible meals before finding your partner and waving your arms at them for 1.5 hours while shrieking gibberish. Later, you will construct an incomprehensible extension to your house, which contains only a pink sofa facing the wall and a medieval suit of armour. You will stand in that room with the door locked until you piss yourself and eventually die.
OMG, Nathan! What was that, Nate? Hi, Sarah. Yes, you've come on quite the detour, haven't you? We're doing the opening monologue. 3. The Sims, Alia Iata Est. More of an expansion pack than a sequel, really. Adds a new residential world called First Century Italy, and adds costumes for Julius Caesar, Pompey, and the Roman Senate. Allows Sims to cross the Rubicon River, precipitating the Roman Civil War, and ultimately leading to the rise of the imperial era of Rome. New food, dance moves, and music are also added.
4. Simception. Thank you. In this one, your Sims also have the ability to play The Sims, with even smaller and weirder Sims. It gets really messed up when you realise that those smaller Sims are also playing The Sims, and that you can load save games from any level of play. Just don't forget which nested reality your save game is in, or you'll reach the bottom layer, where you zoom in on one of your Sims' PCs, only to see live footage of the back of your own head, as the Christopher Nolan foghorn noise plays in real life.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on. 5. The Sims Jail Whale Adventures. Sims game set in the golden age of the 19th century whaling. Features asymmetrical multiplayer where several friends can control a ship's crew members, but there are also whales, which are controlled by reinforced PCs in the common rooms of Russian prisons. Also, the prisoners can swear at you through a microphone, and if you die in game, you die in real life.
Your bullshit ship is sunk. 6. Pacific Sim.
Oh, I knew this was coming. Dun, 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 dun.
Control the lives of a bunch of hyper-attractive, emotionally intense mech pilots as they go about their daily lives in a futuristic mega barracks, occasionally roared at, inspiringly, by Idris Elba.
Reset the clock!
Every now and then, gigantic shark-faced monsters from the creature design dimension come out of the sea to kick over buildings, at which point your pilots jump into their skyscraper-sized shit-kicker robots, and the game zooms out to its second mode, a kaiju combat game controlled via the classic Sims interface.
Now that...
I'm really sad that's not
I would play the crap out of. Kaiju Sims, I would play the crap out of. Number 7, The Sims Wolf School.
Wolf School!
In this game, you're a bright-eyed American college student enrolling in a school for wolves. You think it'd be furries or talking animals or whatever, but no, just wolves. Big, lean, hungry things from frozen blackness of some godforsaken Canadian wilderness, rammed by the dozen into every room going. Even the dean's just a wolf. In fact, there's not even a school. It's just a desolate forest packed with starving wolves. Enjoy.
The Sims. Grim Jim. Like The Sims, I guess, but your Sims are being held under a false arrest by a roaring cockney and forced to exercise around the clock in a derelict East London warehouse, where he also breeds fighting dogs.
See previous wolves.
There isn't even proper gym equipment either, so your poor pretend people are forced to lift buckets of paint on the end of ropes, while a purple-faced pub monster in a stained vest
leans into their face and hisses appalling swear words and fully comprehensible English. 9. The Sims Warriors of the Ant-Faced God. Looks like it might be an expansion pack at first. That's what you're meant to think, anyway. Adds a new destination world called Formicaria, which is a sort of 80s fantasy underworld ruled over by a muscular man with an ant's head called Gak the Unstoppable. Allows Sims to become sweating barbarians and find enchanted broadswords in bins. The game morphs gradually into a lurid arcade side-scroller via imperceptibly small incremental changes over the course of a week's play.
10. The Sims. Massive dying. In a clever twist on the recent Tiny Living expansion, you're not making massive houses, as you might expect, but controlling a massive person as they struggle to live at such an unfathomable size. I mean properly enormous too, like the bloke off of Ant-Man when he goes mega in Avengers Aubergine War. Only this is even more realistic, because as soon as you load the game up, your Sims' shins snap under their titanic mass, and the tragic giant collapses through half a suburb before slowly asphyxiating while thinking about fashion or burgers or whatever.
Nate?
Buddy?
Are you okay?
Little fella?
He has, like, the best lurid dreams. Lucid? Lurid?
Lucid.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then just writes them all down so that we get to read them.
Nate, you are a genius, and we are honoured to share the planet with you.
It is fantastic and
I salute
terrifying.
the ant-faced god.
Yeah, the ant face god is particularly good. I don't know why there is a school of wolves. I just want to play Kaiju Sims, okay? I just want to go kick over some stuff.
I am actively angered the Pacific Sim is not a thing.
Yet. It is. And we need to have our, like, gay scientist commentary characters as well. That would be amazing.
See, Charlie Day, he really does make everything better.
He really does.
I was, just as a very brief sidebar, I was ridiculously charmed today to discover that not only are
have a good one.
Not only are the actors who play Mac and Dee on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia happily married and have been for years, but so are the actors who play Charlie and the Waitress. So basically, Lindsay Ellis is frequently employed on her husband's show to come on, tell him how much he sucks, leave, and presumably as soon as they yell cut, go, all right, honey, I love you, I'll see you home. Which I just find very cute.
It is very sweet. It's like Rebecca Romaine and...
Rebecca Romaine and Jerry O'Donnell, who have that ongoing good-natured competition
about who is the best...
Who's the best number one in Starfleet.
Who's the best number one in Starfleet. That is correct. Because we are also watching Season 2 Picard.
Which is so freaking good. Oh my
gosh! It took a heck of a turn. And there's already been a reference to one of the characters in Lower Decks in an episode of Picard, which made us very happy.
Hey, Bonnie, yes, I have seen a good chunk of Mythic Quest, and it's very, very good.
I have not seen any of Mythic Quest.
Mythic Quest is great. It is
Was she going to get Apple TV again?
Well, I get paid tomorrow.
Sweet. Okay. You were saying? I was going to let you finish your tweet, man. It's cool.
Oh, no, I'm completely derailed. It's all good.
Okay, somebody write down the date. Alistair didn't have a tangent to go on. Quick! Should we talk about our game?
Yes.
Hey! Shut up.
Yes, we should. Okay. Because I'm professional.
Totes professional.
Totes profesh.
Exactly. Hey, Kazika, you haven't missed much. You've missed the opening monologue.
Just some bollocks, really.
We were talking about 10 extremely good ideas for The Sims from our
Nate, which is
our friend Nate Crowley, which was excellent. And now we all want a kaiju game of The Sims where you get to kick over buildings and or dating sim. You know, whatever works. Lurid dreams are dreams that are filmed in 8mm. Among other things, yes. Also on Apple TV, check out The After Party.
Oh, thank you. I've been casting around with new sitcoms because I've been rewatching a lot of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Because you finished all your nonsense.
Because I've finished all my nonsense.
Isn't there more episodes of 911 You Live in a Hellmouth?
Yeah, there are 2 more episodes of LA has been hacked by ransomware, which is their opening story, which I really should get through.
Really, I see you. You're like, yes, I should do that.
I find
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker is now all on Sky, so...
Tell them your favorite story about the opening number to Peacemaker.
Okay, so those of you who will have seen it are probably aware of the fact that Peacemaker has possibly the greatest opening credits ever, in which the cast absolutely deadpan deliver this surprisingly intricate dance routine to a piece of, and I swear I'm not making this up, I believe it is Scandinavian glam metal, which includes the line, "Throw your dog the invisible bone." Moving on. Yeah, I thought that would make the eyebrows do the thing.
Oh my.
Brilliantly, the choreographer for this dance routine is married to Alan Tudyk. Even more brilliantly, Tudyk was the stand-in for John Cena during rehearsals.
Because she specifically wanted to make sure the dance routine was choreographed in a way that it could be performed by anyone who had no dance experience. So she got Tudyk to stand in for Cena to do the choreography.
And there is this just wonderful quote from her, which is so delicate, which is, "I needed to make sure that it was choreography that could be executed by people who are not natural dancers." And you can just see her ice skating around the ego of John Cena and the fact that if she says the wrong thing, her Tudyk's just going to be like, "Honey."
Oh, I know. Talk about a needle to thread.
But yeah, I desperately want to see the footage of him. I choose to believe in Cena's outsized Peacemaker outfit, so it looks like
Oh, see, I think he would have shown up in the jorts.
In the jorts,
he would have shown up in the jorts and the baseball cap. If I was Tudyk, that's what I would have done. Exactly.
We also have season 2 of Resident Alien. in which he is...
This is some
bullshit!
That is an excellent show, by the way. It's very, very fun. And yeah, Eldritch, Lizzo has a reality show coming out where she recruits for her backup dancers, which I'm really looking forward to watching because it's big women. And I'm like, yeah, finally! So, it's not all skinny people, which, yay.
Delicately handled, my darling.
Yes. Oh, and she has a new single coming out
does.
soon. Exactly. Should we talk about the spooky...
So, for those of you
spooky
coming
game?
to us new, we are currently playing the third installment of the spectacularly great Scarlet Hollow, which is this incredibly well-constructed horror game, all with hand-drawn art.
It's gorgeous.
It is one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. And as the game starts, you get to choose a couple of attributes. And it's stuff like hot, well-read,
Mystic insight.
street smarts, I believe is one of them.
Yes.
And those have impact on, have pretty...
No change without sacrifice. This was the Pledge Backer t-shirt. Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
And those have pretty serious impact on the game. Like, for example, there is a very horrible event that happens at the end of episode 1. And if you choose buff, if I remember correctly, it just doesn't happen. You don't have to choose who it happens to.
The two developers have talked a lot about the thought that they've put into the powers and how they get balanced and all of that stuff. It's a really, really good fun game. I bought Scarlet Hollow after watching it, so yay!
Hooray! Yeah, also, one of the attributes we bought is talks to animals. This is why you're going to be hearing accents.
Yes, there will be many, where's my emoji? Many accents this evening. So before we get started here, we'll give a little bit of a recap, but there are a lot of content warnings for this game. This is a horror game. So those content warnings are, these are the high level. Common phobias, death and dying, horror themes, mental health and trauma. There are some sound effects, violence, children in peril, gross food, substance abuse, swearing, and unreality. Please do make sure you check out the link we put in the chat earlier for the fully detailed content warnings. They may contain some spoilers, but keep in mind also this is a branching narrative game. So the choices that are available won't necessarily be the ones that we pick. So not everything that we give a content warning for may be shown on the screen.
As is always the case with horror content, we trust you to police your own sense of comfort.
Have a good night, Forets.
Yeah, have a good night, Forets. And welcome, T-Holing.
Yes. Hey, T. Thank you for joining us. So absolutely, please make the best choice that's right for you about whether or not you want to engage with something or not. If you need to step away, it's fine. All of these are captured in the VODs and will be available for you if you want to come back to them later or watch them in a different way or a different time. And while I get set up for the tech side of things... Oh, you bastard! It's all his fault. Why don't you show us the boy? Chungus is in rude health, and because our character is starving and wants to go to the diner, we thought we'd have Beeps join us this evening so that we could, go have some orange juice together.
Happy Beeps, buddy.
Look at how bubbly and happy he is. He's
boobling.
He got a really be made your feed earlier on. Wendy, I tried your experiment. Yes, Beastrogen, have you not seen? Look at the Beeps. We are not going to turn Beeps into orange juice. Don't worry. But this is what Wendy made for when Nico was on stream. And he has lived on the little octopus on the top of Alistair's head on the bookshelf back there for quite a while. Look, he even has freckles. Look at the little freckles on the Beeps. It's so very cute. And will we not look?
Mm-hmm.
He's very plush and cuddly, and I like him very much. And since things might get a little creepy, this was a good idea to have with us.
It's your emotional support orange.
It's my emotional support orange. Yes, Wendy is just a genius. And Wendy, I might have been looking at Amazon earlier today for some sunglasses for Chungus, because, the sun's come out, so... Chungus might need like a sun hat and some sunglasses and such things. Oh, yes, and look on the inside. Look at this little orange slice. He's so cute. Oh, sunglasses. Yes, exactly. All right, I'm going to set up the game.
Okay.
And then you can give the recap. Hold on, I must push the buttons and such.
Scarlet Hollow. We are returning to the family home of Scarlet Hollow, which is not specifically located pretty clearly somewhere in the Appalachians. This is the family home run by Cousin Tabitha. Cousin Tabitha, kind of a bitch at first, but what soon becomes apparent is Tabitha has a lot on her mind, none of it good. Other inhabitants of this house include Dustin, the possum that lives in our sock drawer, now joined by his mom because some asshole has moved into the greenhouse where she lives, which we're sure isn't going to come back and bite us in the ass. And Frou Frou, an extremely haughty cat.
Yes. Welcome, Sticker. Thanks for joining us. We are just about to start playing. Folks, how's the sound volume? We had it turned down nice and low. I don't think anything's on right this very moment.
Hey, Sticker.
We haven't looped yet, but that should be good. Here's the details for the game again. And just as a reminder, if you can't remember the characters in the game, we have a dramatis personae that we are building together.
Also, there is an absolutely delightful in-person character Q&A thread that the developers did on Twitter.
Which will be a shenanigan at some point in the future. Let me scoot over a little bit. I need you to scooch this way. There you go. Alrighty, cool. It's very low, folks. Are you hearing it now? I'll turn it up a bit. Here we go. Is that coming through? Yeah, it's very, very quiet. Because sometimes it gets turned up way too loud and then people can't hear it over us. So we've turned it down. There we go. Okay. Cool. I've turned it back down so you'll be able to hear us over the game music. It's very atmospheric. All right. And then if anybody has missed any of the episodes, there's a full VOD playlist available on the channel with all the Scarlet Hollow episodes and the lovely title cards that Ducky has been building.
Which are so freaking good.
They're very cute. Yeah, the game music is quiet, and the menu music is quiet, and the music in the game is good. All right, so here we go. I could put this over.
By the way, when last we left, we were faced with a horrifying 5-way choice.
Yeah, we had to make a decision about who we liked best and who we wanted to go hang out with.
Because Cousin Tabitha is dragging us around town on errands because we keep getting into trouble. Cousin Tabitha is also not fucking feeding us, so we have the choice of going to the diner, going to hook up with
biscuits and gravy. Avery,
going to go chat to Kanika, or go over to Stella's for breakfast. I'm pretty certain we're going to Stella's for breakfast.
I'm pretty certain we're going to Stella's for breakfast as well. All right, here we are. Oh, and Bo! We met wonderful, sweet Bo, who was really sad. Oh, by the way, I meant to say this. Wendy and Zolia and Ducky, feel free to put accent notes in the dramatis personae as we go along if you want. Because I can't remember all these voices either. All right, here we go.
Okay.
You have plenty of time before dinner tonight at Reese's house. What are we gonna do next?
Go after Kanika, swing by Stella's, check in on Oscar, go to the diner to see Avery, or wait for Tabitha.
I'm not waiting for Tabitha.
We're gonna have an argument.
So I'm kind of thinking we should go to Stella's and have breakfast.
So too.
Stop yawning! OMG! OMG. Okay, fine. All right, everybody ready for Stella's? Cherries and cream. Ooh, that sounds good. Alrighty. See, here's Bo over here being sweet, and there's a possum right there. Yes, I think everybody is voting for Stella. So yeah. Let's go talk to Stella. Alrighty, here we go. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what the heck Sybil's tea is as well, and why it seems to be the one food item on this planet that Tabitha relates to. Alright. Maybe she's a werewolf. Let's go to Stella's.
It doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house.
Oh, well done, Hawkeye. Shall we just yell?
Yeah. You take a deep breath and yell at the top of your lungs.
Okay, I wasn't expecting top of my lungs. Hi, Stella!
Your shout is immediately met by the yelps of an excited Gretchen.
Worth it.
She's here! Stella! Stella, she's here! Keen eye, you could barely make out the slow and quiet shuffling of feet over Gretchen's excitement.
Slow and quiet?
An exhausted Stella groggily stares at you from her doorway.
Hey! Sorry, I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in a lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed and I can make us some breakfast.
Please God, do. Stella talks from the other room as she changes.
Hang on, but first I must snoop her kitchen. Look at the post. Look at the portrait of the boy. I love this corner cabinet here. Look at the cute little kitty sponge holder. Look at all the baking ingredients. I approve of all of this.
Look at Gretchen. I am going to watch The Last Place I Saw Mom until she reappears again.
Yes. Unexpected. No, she was in shorts under a long t-shirt, it looked like. What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs, and biscuits? Maybe just a classic scramble. I also have toaster waffles, if that's more your speed.
Is there a yes? I may have already had my breakfast, but that won't stop me from partaking in whatever scraps may fall to the floor, of course.
Alrighty. Oh, look at all these options! Yay, food!
So we have...
Explore, offering biscuits after I've had one of Winnie's. Someone's got a secret family recipe, huh? That will happen. I'm a pancake gal. Biscuits, please. Can't go wrong with a scramble. I don't suppose a tofu scramble is an option. I don't remember us being vegetarian, are we?
No, we're not. Don't
trouble yourself. A toaster waffle's fine by me. Can you pick something for me? I don't want the burden of free will.
Mood.
Yes. We're going to go with the explore option first. For a reminder for everybody about the mechanics of the game, any option that's in explore is not like a final decision. It's kind of conversation before you make a choice. So... offering biscuits after I've had one of Winnie's. Someone's got a family secret recipe, huh? Maybe. I never said they'd be as good as Winnie's, but I've certainly got a trick or two up my sleeve. What did Wendy say? I've elected to describe Gretchen's accent as slightly gin-soaked, posh, elderly English lady.
Yes, perfectly so.
Yes. I don't know so much English as... No. Gin-soaked Mrs. Slocum, but that's almost redundant. Yes. But I love your description, Wendy. It's well done. All right, so the choice is here, chat. Breakfast.
I'm a pancakes gal. Can't go wrong with scramble. Let's see what you got. Biscuits it is. Tofu scramble. Don't trouble yourself. Can you pick something for me?
I kind of like the can you pick something for me? I want the burden of free will. This early in the morning. It's also kind of a nice, let's not impose upon our our host,
I have woken you up
we?
and I'm having you cook for me, so at the very least.
Let's let it, dealer's choice here. Can you pick something for me? I don't want the burden of free will. Biscuits it is then.
That was the right choice.
Yes, biscuits. I'm making biscuits this weekend.
Please do.
Excellent.
Can we have them with gravy?
Do you want sausage gravy?
I think I might want sausage gravy.
I can make sausage gravy happen. We can even make them together.
I used to have a jumpsuit just like Stella's, but I'm afraid mine has been torn to shreds from years of use.
All right, let's get started. Ooh. Okay, more explore options.
Flirt. That's a cute jumpsuit.
Yes, I want you to flirt. It is a cute jumpsuit. We're going to flirt, right, chat?
Now there will be
Have a good one, Sarah. Thanks for dropping by.
Thank you. Now there will be the commencing of the flirting.
Exactly. That's a cute jumpsuit.
It most certainly is, isn't it?
Aw, thanks. I kind of picked it out just for you. This used to be my lucky getup from back when I did ghost hunting videos. Though I guess you might call it unlucky since I've never actually seen a ghost. But hey, after the past couple of nights, maybe we could use a bit of bad luck. Third wheel Gretchen is giving me life. The kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. I don't want to jinx us. Should we start on food? I'm starving. Thank you, Triffin. Thank you. Excellent pun. +1 for the pun. I'm gonna call myself a city slicker who has no idea how to make biscuits. You'll have to tell me what to do. We'll just leave that sentence right there for you all. Go to AO3. There you are. Move on. Oh, sweethearts. Okay. Let's move quickly on.
What's a himbo?
Will do. I'm sure you'll catch on in no time. Biscuits from scratch seem to intimidate a lot of people, but once you get it down, they're super quick and easy. I have my recipe memorized. I could, okay. How about you mix the butter into the dry ingredients while I get everything else ready? Only butter, Stella? Side-eye.
I see how it is.
No, he really did say what's a himbo on stream a couple of weeks ago. It was freaking adorable. Marguerite can make biscuits right damn now. Yes. And they wouldn't be made with all butter. That's pie crust. She hands you a bowl. You gotta get in there with your hands. Just squish the butter into the flour until all the big chunks are gone.
Squish that mix.
We'll do that last. What if I mess it up? There are always toaster waffles, but I'd have faith in yourself. Besides, making breakfast together isn't really about the final product. It's about the bonding. This girl is straight up flirting with me. Look at that face.
Look at the posture.
Mm-hmm. Though I do hope it turns out okay. I got quite a hankering for biscuits. Squish that mix.
You get to work and start kneading the mix.
I'll get started on the gravy while you're at it. Anyway, seems like you got an earlier start than I did today. Oh, I hear the sizzling. Anything interesting happen while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? Oh boy, here we go.
I met Bo at the general store. Tabby was planning on babysitting me all day, but I ditched her. Not a whole lot's happened, to be honest.
Let's talk about Bo. Well, Bo's gonna make her sad.
So let's do we ditched Tabitha to come hang out with you.
That seems more our speed.
Yeah.
Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day, but I gave her the slip. I'm glad you're here. It's been really nice spending time with you, even if a lot of it has been the two of us running in terror from the monster of the day.
I personally prefer that you came alone. My Stella could use better company like yourself in her life.
Okay, so we do get the option to say Bo. Alright, folks, we're going to bring down the tone a notch. I met Bo at the general store this morning. That poor guy. How's he doing?
Cops still haven't found Duke's body. Seems like he's hanging in there.
Let's do
Apparently Big Betty's gone missing.
Yeah. Bo was the sweet himbo farm boy. Yeah, he's Duke. Bo and Duke. Oh, God.
We just put that together.
He's got a brother named Luke, doesn't he? Crap! Come on, Marguerite. Geek, geek, geek. All right, move on. Apparently, Big Betty's gone missing? Really? How does a 2,000-pound pumpkin just plain disappear? Bo and Luke Duke are the Dukes of Hazzard, which is I'm not going to call it classic. I'm not even going to call it all that great. It was a television show in the U.S. and it involved a bright orange car with the Confederate flag on the hood.
Called the General Lee. And it's where, is it Keith Schneider? John Schneider.
John Schneider, who played
Jonathan Kent in Smallville.
Which is why his start, yes.
Which is why there's the very famous episode of Smallville where the other Hazard brother shows up in a blue equivalent to the General Lee. And the first line is, so you still can't get the doors working, huh? Because they never went in through the doors. They just kind of opened the windows and
if you've ever heard a car horn, dude, that's the
Supernatural is basically the Dukes of Hazzard without a lot of the implicit racism and a lot more vampires.
Basically, yes. Yeah. Okay.
Boy,
that was a heck of a tangent.
Looks like the Winchester boys are in a heap of trouble.
Oh my god. The expression Daisy Duke shorts comes from Daisy Duke, their sister, who popularized cut-off shorts so short they're not really shorts anymore. Moving swiftly on. I think we should warn him that he might be up there in the woods.
Yeah.
The cops still haven't found Duke's body. He says he wants to look himself. Gosh, that sounds dangerous. I hope he stays safe. Not a whole lot's really happened other than that. Well, no news is probably good news, right?
Oh, Stella, you had to say it.
Oh, God. Knock on wood. Are you pumped for ghost hunting tonight?
I am extremely pumped. Whatever happens, I hope it's scary. I'm craving that adrenaline rush. After everything we've been through, I'm nervous. I'd rather we just didn't do it. I didn't sign up for any of this. You're a crazy lady. Why are you wearing a jumpsuit? You have a portrait of your dog right next to your dog. What the hell? What the hell? That last one may not be an option.
I don't really know if it matters how I feel. It's got to get done.
Let's
go ahead. Let's say. Let's curse ourselves. Let's say it can't be worse than the last 2 nights, right?
No.
It's exactly the thing we would say back to that face. Come on.
Okay, go on.
It can't be worse than the last 2 nights. Exactly. I don't see how even a legit haunting could be anywhere near as bad as everything that happened to us yesterday. Or the day before.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And barring the whole Tommy Knocker situation, if those were even ghosts, I've never actually seen one. Odds are nothing serious happens, and we get a night of well-deserved rest and gentle spooks. Stares intently because I know what happens this chapter. Oh dear.
After all the excitement of the past 2 days, these old bones definitely need a break.
See? I can say, don't be chill, you're gonna jinx it. Oh dear.
You keep saying things are going to be chill, and then they're very not chill.
Let's say this one. This is very much the vibe we are going for. Stella, don't say it'll be chill, you're gonna jinx it. You know, now that you mention it, I guess that's starting to become a pattern, isn't it?
Trauma, then waffles.
Scarlet Hollow! Trauma and waffles. Well, even if it's not chill, it's gotta get done. Oscar and Rosalina need their house back. How's the squishing coming along? She's probably used too much of her whole hand and got all the heat in there and it's melted the butter. Just the tips of your fingers. Do it properly. Eat some of the flour and butter mix. I plead the fifth.
I think I'm done. How does this look?
I like messy but good, I think.
Messy but good, I think.
Messy but good, I think. Stella reaches over and takes the bowl from you. Looks perfect. Now I just have to add the wet stuff and we're in business. See, those are the dries. Now we have to add the wets.
Wet the dries, dry the wets.
I know, the art is so cute in this. Don't worry. I'll do the whole rolled out and fold part. I know that might be intimidating. See, Rubenesque, you're picking up what I'm putting down. Hot mess, etc., etc. See, she's got it.
You wash your hands as Stella adds her milk concoction to the flour mixture, stirring a few times before turning to the counter for the final steps.
Milk? Judgy face. Judgy face! I will share my biscuit recipe with y'all when this stream is over. And we will have a conversation about biscuits. Our little babies are ready to go in the oven.
I swear, if Tabitha rocks up and takes you away before you can have one.
And if you don't mind, I'm going to make an egg for myself while we wait.
Yes.
Do you not put buttermilk in biscuits? Exactly! Compost witch! Exactly! I'm trying to be like... Okay, milk concoction could mean she didn't have buttermilk, so she made it herself with lemon juice.
Milk and lemon juice, yeah.
Yogurt works too. I mean, I'm not that much of a purist, but it has to be some sort of soured dairy product, so... Okay, folks, here's what we gotta do. The next time, when they come on the stream, when the creators of the game come on the stream and we do our interview with them, we must remember to ask for Stella's buttermilk recipe. Stella's biscuits recipe. See, we're going to have to get into the detail on this. You with me? Okay. Shall we ask for an egg too?
Yes.
Why not? Actually, can I have an egg too? Of course. The more the merrier. Hope you like over easy.
Stella cracks an egg into a fresh pan and gets back to work on the stove.
Thanks for coming over, by the way. It gets lonely here sometimes. Snag.
I'm surprised to hear her say it, but it's true. It's so nice to finally see her have a caller again. Again.
And a caller.
That is a very specific phrase.
Oh gosh, a bazillion.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Option.
Okay, cool.
We'll ask about Reese last.
So, Tabby.
Let's start with Kanika. Easy conversation. You and Kanika seem really close. Yeah, it's nice she's back in town, but I wish it were under better circumstances. She's so busy with the store, too. I don't know how she does it. It's been nice hanging out with her more the past couple days. Though again, better circumstances would be nice. Let's ask about Tabitha. Ooh. And now see how it says explore and keen eye? Keen eye is one of our special abilities, so it gives us special dialogue options. So there's a lot of options here about. Seems like you and Tabitha used to be closer. Why do you keep harassing
my cousin? Wow, the dickitude options always hop out, don't they?
I like this one. I know she's been mean, but Tabitha obviously still cares about you. I know she's distant and kind of terse, but that's just her way of joshing with me. Like the whole banned from the mine thing. She's so funny. Oh, sweetheart. Ooh!
I don't like that she treats you like that. You deserve better.
We're definitely going with this option for sure. I don't like that she treats you like that. You deserve better. But she treats everyone like that. I'm just more persistent. If everyone backed off when Tabitha acted prickly around them, she'd be entirely cut off from the rest of the world. Besides, it's not like everyone treats me like that. I got you, for instance.
That is flirting.
Look at that look! Here we go. This conversation is still going on. And more keen eye options. Ooh. I need some water.
That is so flawed.
It seems like you and Tabitha used to be a lot closer. What happened? All right, I'll spill the beans. I suppose you could say we kind of dated. It was never really official, and she might tell it a little differently, but as far as I'm concerned, that was my first relationship.
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh, and now I'm here flirting with her instead. No wonder Tabitha's mad at me. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Stabby is confirmed. Not that she's my type or anything. Honestly, that's a lot closer to you. Oh God. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Many options here. Do you still have feelings for her? She is not being subtle in the slightest. No. So, you play for left field. That is a horrible choice.
Just as a quick aside, there's a beautiful description of that in an episode of Schitt's Creek, which uses wine. One character is like, sometimes I drink red wine, and on occasion I enjoy white wine also.
Yes. She's basically, hey, I'm flirting with you, are you picking this up? I know, the play for left field is horrible phrasing. I don't like it. I think we should ask, though, because she obviously wants us to ask. So you played left field, then? Maybe more like center?
Now that I really like.
That is a quite nice answer. I'm into all kinds of people, if that's what you're asking. Woohoo! Let's explore some more. Have a good one, T. Holding. Bye!
Thanks, T.
Excellent. I'm very, very happy with Stella.
Bacon and eggs!
Bacon and eggs! That's the name of today's stream! Bacon and eggs! Oh god, that's a really good pun, Wendy. Well done. Do you still have feelings for her? I asked tenaciously. In case I haven't made it blindingly obvious, I'm interested in someone else.
I think we might have
I think that might be us. Hey folks, we may have pulled.
Get your coat, love.
No, I don't pun. Please don't tell Greg. Bacon and eggs is an excellent pun, Wendy. You should be impressed.
I'm gonna admit I'm not quite sure what the term bicon means.
Confirmed. Confirmed.
Okay.
That's what I'm taking it as. So she's canonically bisexual, and bacon and eggs.
That I got. I wasn't. Just make a move, you useless sapphic.
She is the primary love interest of the game as far as I'm concerned, and you can have a character of any gender after all. Oh, I didn't know that, Ozzy. That's a good choice. Oh,
bisexual icon, that also count. Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, more specifically, she does say she's pan. She says all kinds of people. So, yep. But we're not going to have the whole bi versus pan argument. And she's holding a pan.
She is holding a pan.
Well
she is
done,
a literal
Bossy.
pansexual right now.
I don't... God.
I actually think say nothing might be the best option here. Or just...
No, she said I'm interested in someone else. You can't say anything.
So what are we doing here? What was it like dating her? Why did you ever...
No, that's prying and personal. I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to really ask where they'd split or... Cool is not the greatest response.
Cool.
Let's just say... Fine. Why'd you split up? I wish I knew. It just kind of stopped after high school. I guess we didn't see each other every day, and she was always busy at the mine, so there wasn't much of a chance to hang out anymore. I wish we could have stayed friends, like actual friends. I could have used someone like her after the big accident. Kanika was at school already, Reese was sick, and Tabitha wouldn't even return my calls. It was... Well, it's ancient history. Can't change the past. Oh, asking about Avery is a good question, too. That's new. And these three haven't left yet. So this whole entire session is going to be us flirting with Stella while she cooks us eggs. I hope you're all prepared for that. And Marguerite's hot biscuit recipe commentary. You good?
Completely.
I heard you open your mouth to say something.
A surprising amount of my life can be best summed up by this exchange from Doctor Who. So this is how the universe ends, is it? Pond flirting with pond, and I am always Rory off to one side just going, and I have no problem with that.
Let's ask about Avery.
Yeah.
Do you ever hang out with Avery? Oh, that's a good question. I guess I just don't know them very well. I grew up with Reese and Kanika and Tabby. Even you don't seem to like a stranger. Oh, even you don't seem like a stranger, what with who you're related to. Avery moved here a few years ago, kind of close on the heels of all that stuff with the accident, so I guess I wasn't really in the right headspace for making new friends. I do go to their parties, but now that you mention it, it is weird that I haven't thought to try and hang out with them outside of that. I should text them sometime. I think she's kind of eased into the conversation with this now, so we can start talking about the parents. Avery was my second choice. I knew Stella would feed me, though. And I'm like, I'm getting food! So I'm either going to the diner or I'm going to Stella's.
Bonus jumpsuit. Let's roll with it.
Exactly. What happened to your parents? Ooh.
Stella tenses.
Car crash. They were taking me to college. I didn't wind up going to college. Oh, honey. Not much more to be said. Oh.
That's why she's so nervous around cars.
Yeah. Let's do this.
I think that's legit.
I'm so sorry, Stella. It's okay. It happened. Nothing I can do about that. Yes, group hug for Stella. Can we talk about something else, though? It means a lot to me that you care. I don't really like talking about this.
This is a really good how's the food coming, but maybe let's go with Reese.
Yeah, but we'll lose the other explore options. Do you think you'll always live here? Have you ever thought about moving away? It's hard to say. This house means a lot to me. This town means a lot to me. And I haven't had to think about where to live or where to go. But I guess I could see myself leaving for the right reasons. Look at that face. Look at that face.
We need to talk about the acting in this scene, because given that this is all static images, the way that image and her just having that 1,000-yard stare as she's standing over the skillet are deployed is kind of amazing.
Or for the right person. Now look at that. Look at that little, like, flirty... And there's like 3 or 4 stills here. It's ridiculous.
This is my point. It's so expressive and it's so well handled.
All right. Now we're going to talk about Reese. So we're actually going to meet Reese today, right? Heck yeah, we are. If Dr. Kelly tries turning us away again, we can just sneak in. Nothing will stand in the way of us and friendship.
Some good explorer options.
Let's start with what's he like. What's he like? I'm not about to ruin a cool and mysterious introduction by telling you. I think you'll like him, though. Let's say his mom's
got it rough.
His mom's got it rough. Yeah, I can't imagine being in her shoes. Her whole life is taking care of him at this point, you know? Let's ask if he's contagious. I doubt it. You don't think he's contagious, do you? Nah. Whatever he's sick with has just gotta be a Reese thing. His mom isn't sick. And I've seen him a couple times in as many years, and I'm totally fine. I think we'll just leave it at that. I don't think we need to ask if he's real.
Is he real?
How's the food coming? A timer goes off, and
a timer goes off, and Stella excitedly pops up in the oven, pulling out a tray of delectable biscuits.
Funny you should ask. Looks like we're done here. And with that, breakfast is served.
If the two of you wouldn't mind saving me just a couple of scraps, that meal smells absolutely delectable.
Oh yeah, that's a fresh biscuit, all right. Still not as good as the diners, but if I could capture that kind of perfection, there would be no mountains left for me to conquer. Better to have the thrill of a challenge. Look at her face.
A happy little
Look
potato
at the
face.
doggy potato face. Look at this giant pile of unopened mail, too. I'm so glad you came over today. I've been having a little bit of a hard time sleeping the past couple nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I needed a nice slow morning like this, just hanging out with you.
As you and Stella start to dig in, you are interrupted by a phone alarm sounding off.
Bets on it being Tabitha, being mad
Busted!
that I ran off.
It's the fun police.
It is, in fact, the fun police. Alright, let's save really quick. There we go.
God is my witness, this woman is not stopping us eating biscuits with this.
If you stop me from
amazing
eating
lady.
breakfast, I'm just gonna pitch a fit. I'm hungry now. I want biscuits. Just real quick before we answer the phone. Stream's been going an hour, so if you haven't gotten up or stretched or moved or anything or had a sip of water or anything since we're having biscuits and flort. I love flort. If you haven't had a chance to move and stretch and get a drink of water or anything or stretch your legs since we started the stream, take a second and do that now, okay? Oh shoot, I almost forgot. It's Mayor Jimmy Day. Non sequitur. On top of being a great show, it's probably a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and start talking ghosts.
Gretchen scoffs at the mention of Mayor Jimmy. Oh God, it's a dog. Meh, my rear end. I certainly never voted for him.
Oh, come on, let's see. Let's do this. Gretchen says she didn't vote for him. Well, of course she didn't. Gretchen's a dog. Dogs can't vote.
Stella falls silent.
Maybe they should, though. How would that even work? Little paw print? Ah, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's scarf this down and head on over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor.
Biscuits? I can't believe Stella's bringing the good stuff for that lowlife.
Yeah, petition to let dogs vote. Gretchen doesn't seem to like Mayor Jimmy very much. Huh? Because she barked? Well, that won't stop me from bringing biscuits. It's always good to be polite. Let's go. Look, food is eaten. I'm satisfied. We may go now. Oh, the achievement we unlocked was called Southern Hospitality. I love it.
You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed in a corner of the main foyer.
Reading at the bench shore. Look, we've got a whole bunch of people here. I know, Rebesco, I'm with you. Decided lack of kissing to date. I do like the achievements. And I'm already thinking about, like, okay, I need to play this game again and romance this character. Or maybe I need to watch your playthroughs.
Yes.
Now we're just waiting on Kanika. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts.
We need to talk once again about just how stylish this lady is.
Oh, that's a fantastic t-shirt. I love it.
That has thumb hooks. Look at it.
Does she have thumb
I'm sure it
hooks?
has thumb hooks.
Yes! The whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Petra to the mayor for, like, the entire time I've known her. It'll be worth it. Trust us. All right, shall we?
He's a dog.
It's a spaniel. He's got a security detail. Look at this. Look at his face. Look at this. Oh,
Look at Gretchen.
Oh my God.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Jimmy. Fuck you.
Look. There are more mayor doggies on the wall. OMG. Oh, this is adorable. Dog mayor. Dog mayor needs to go to Wendy's grass room.
Not only is this mayor a dog, but judging from the series of portraits lining the wall, every mayor of Scarlet Hollow has also been a dog.
And that's why Gretchen is dying with jealousy.
Her little face, she's like,
Does look like a Springer Spaniel or something.
you can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he has been elected to.
Are you ready to come up with the mayor voice for the dog?
I'm going to do my best. And unless you're mistaken, the serious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday.
Oh my.
The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with a curious intensity. What have you got? You got something. You're something wet. Something wet and nutty.
Oh, Jesus Christ, does he want the boiled peanuts?
I think he does.
Oh my God. Does the mayor want the boiled
This
peanuts?
changes everything.
Is this the moment? Is this the... Offer him a campaign contribution. The destiny of the peanuts at last.
You hold out your now slightly rancid bag of boiled peanuts.
Oh, look at that face.
The mayor's nose twitches eagerly at their strong odor, and then he's on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legume.
Look at the deputy's face.
Look at Gretchen's face. Drop it, sir. Drop it.
Generous campaign contribution. Achievement unlocked. Look at Kanika. The peanuts are gone. The evil has been defeated.
His security detail tries to tear him away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. Thank you for the generous campaign donation.
Oh, hey. You finally got rid of those things. Thank God.
You better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating your disgusting pocket peanuts, there will be hell to pay. Now you see what I mean? Not so much as begging before he dove right for the snacks. I've smelled those peanuts on you since day one. You never saw me become such an animal over them. Good morning, citizen. I do not believe we have met.
What is that voice?
He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand.
Oh my God, it's so cute. We're doomed, aren't we? Okay, no. We have to do this properly. Let's do this properly.
Okay, from the top down. You take his little paw in your hand, but the burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking. Only head pats and ear scritches allowed.
Please, may I describe that accent as the artful dodge?
Yes, please do.
I did pay you to stop.
I must apologise for my security detail. He has my best interests at heart, but he can be a little gruff at times.
Your face, the way you were acting, this is adorable. Yeah, here we go. Aren't you Deputy Franklin?
Not when I'm off duty. The mayor scoffs. Off duty? Services you render for me are more important than your police work. You want to start some shit?
This seems like a mean thing to say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I knew he'd be a dog. I knew he'd be a dog.
And what bearing does that have on anything?
Aw, did Tabby ruin it for you? This town has had a dog as mayor since the early 1900s. That's just how we do things around here for some reason. It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends and Winnie's biscuits. Oh! And the close-knit small town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is close fifth. No contest. I know, Kanika's just freaking stunning.
Now, is there something I can help you with? You're not one of my constituents, but I would like to make sure I spend plenty of time with the voters.
Shall we just dig into
Let's fucking
it now?
go. Let's fucking do it.
I don't... Should we...
You want to start a dogfight?
Should we start a dog fight? Oh, I'm very tempted. I don't want to say you still haven't found Duke's body. What are you even doing here? I kind of want to start this because it's an explore option. Let's do it. Gretchen says you're a lowlife.
Watch it. Ah, Miss Gretchen. What must I do to earn your loyalty? I'll settle for nothing less than you stepping down from office.
We might as well use all the explore options. You still haven't found Duke's body. What are you even doing here?
Like I said, I'm off duty. I don't make a habit of discussing official police business with out-of-towners. And especially not with suspicious out-of-towners. towners. Now, let's hear this stranger out. Tourism is part of this town's lifeblood, after all.
Hey, Petra hasn't done anything wrong. I was there.
This discussion is over, Miss Richmond, unless you'd like to be added to our suspicious persons list as well. Now meet the mayor like a good citizen and move along.
Hey, Cab. Mr. Mayor, there's something very serious going on in town. We need your help.
Murmurs stir in the crowd behind you as you relay the danger to the mayor. Of course, the pet disappearances. I've been made aware of the situation. But what do you expect me to do about it? It's autumn. That's tourist season in Scarlet Hollow. I can't turn away the lifeblood of this town, not with the mine faltering the way it is. There was a mine collapse last night. We don't need anyone news of disaster coming out of Scarlet Hollow. Do you understand?
He's the Jaws mayor. Oh, I'm so tempted. You care about the tourists? Wait, how do you know what's going on? We're not going to say this with the crowd murmuring behind us. I'm going to do it with this one. You're very well spoken. I can see how you got elected. The crowd behind you intensifies as you continue your conversation with the mayor.
It's not just fancy words that get you elected, human. It's hard work, dedication, and that unspoken charisma that carries a true leader to victory. Scraps and Daisy put up a good fight, but I just had something they lacked. The humans knew it, the dogs knew it. Well, most of the dogs knew it. There are still a few hearts I never won.
Does the mayor have a crush on Gretchen?
I feel he might. His gaze falls briefly on Gretchen, who huffily turns away.
Oh my!
I've heard just about enough from you, Jimmy. She's balking. That is balk. Look at you, putting on a show in front of your adoring fans, while the dogs of this town are snatched up by monsters in the woods, hoping the humans will clean it all up for you. When are you finally going to do something meaningful for the hairier citizens of Scarlet Hollow? Now, Miss Gretchen, there is no need. Scraps would never have let those things prowl the woods for so long, Jimmy. And yet, you sit back, waiting for the humans to notice, and letting more innocent dogs suffer. You know, I almost lost my life to those things the other night, and my goodness, haven't you heard about poor Duke? Now, Gretchen, a lot of those were old dogs. It's fair of me to assume they simply went to the big farm upstate, and don't you dare talk to me about old dogs!
She's got a good point, Mr. Mayor.
You're damn right I do. Scraps would have been out in those woods at the first sign of trouble, tearing out the throats of any creatures who dared threaten the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. Yet here he is, posing for the little rectangles like nothing is wrong in this town. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy.
Oh my. Hey, whoa, Gretchen. Calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle.
Mr. Franklin, I think now's a good time to dispose of this riffraff. Miss Richmond, I'm going to have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mirror.
I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along.
Stella walks off, still struggling to hold Gretchen as she shouts insults back at Jimmy.
I'm kind of getting the thinking that Franklin can talk to animals. Yep.
Ingrate! Ne'er-do-well! You dog!
Oh, look, here's more portraits. Are you okay? Have some water.
I'm good.
Have some water. Kanika is quick
to follow.
Dog cookie jar! Oh, look, here's the food bowls. I didn't notice. Okay.
It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room.
Let's just pause for a second there and kind of soak that all in.
I mean,
Doggy politics. I freaking love it.
I loved this game before, but my God, you folks actually gave Gretchen the "you can't handle the truth" moment, and I am living for it.
It's adorable. It's also 11:30, and we have been gaming for an hour and a half. So, I think the next scene is us going to be joining everyone talking to Oscar in the next room, which will also involve a cat and a lot more voices.
Yes.
So, this might be a very good place for us to stop for the evening, and let's get up and take a little stretch, and then we'll do some shenanigans.
Plus, we have had a couple of really good meaty scenes where a lot of stuff has happened.
This has been quite enjoyable, and there have been no spooks yet, for which I'm very grateful.
Never have I been so betrayed by a dog so beautiful. Right? Man, Jimmy's such a good-looking boy.
I know.
And he's so cowardly.
This is really, really fun. And now, it looks like... Oh... This dad may be looking at child here. I thought they were looking at us. It's everybody queuing up to go see the mayor. Oh, I'm definitely going to do another playthrough tonight. I love this game. I'm having a ton of... I just want a canine political intrigue now, right? Exactly.
There is a fantastic series of graphic novels called Beasts of Burden, which is literally that. It is a group of local dogs fighting supernatural menaces and keeping them out of sight of their humans because they know only they can deal with it.
Which sounds delightful. All right. We're going to go and take a little break, everybody, and perhaps get some more tea and put the Chungy boy back in the fridge because he's getting...
He's a little...
He's been very excited as well this morning.
You know?
Exactly. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Go and get yourself a stretch and a drink of water, and we will see you in a few. Where's the button? Okay. He's already left. See,
I'm still here. Look, here's my hand.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll be right back. Okay, Small Town Politics in the Garden, written by Ursula, sounds like exactly what I need in my life.
Ozzy, what I was talking about was a series of graphic novels written by Evan Dorkin and illustrated by various people called Beasts of Burden. These are about a group of dogs who work together to fight supernatural menaces in their neighborhood. And yes,
those are
Girl Scout cookies.
Girl Scout s'mores cookies. They're chocolate and marshmallow. I had no idea about the Hidden Almanac. I had no idea whatsoever. And now I'm still trying to get Alistair to actually read the Clock Tower Universe Paladins books. He hasn't done that yet.
I'm halfway through the Jade City series, so...
Mur did one of the voices? Is it still ongoing, or does it sounds like the sort of thing that might have wrapped... That's your last one! The rest are mine! No, you can have that one! But flee! Flee for your lives! The rest are mine! It's been over for a handful of years. Okay. Alright. That sounds good. No, that does sound... Are they short or are they lengthy episodes? I can't eat the cookie now. I'm talking. Damn it. You just get to... It's okay. Here, have some milk. You're just going to stare at the camera and eat your cookie. 5-minute long episodes. How many are there? We'll just grill Compost Witch on their knowledge of this subject for a moment or two. You're going to drink all the milk on me, aren't you? I saw that pause on your face, which is, do I stop? Or should I just chug it all? Right. I know it's spring now, Ozzy. We really need to get rid of the switching.
We've been busy. There's been things.
Yes, exactly. We need to get rid of the snow effect. We're actually working with our graphics person for EA to design just some kind of generic EA one so I can stop spending way too much time futzing around with everything on OBS. It was really nice to be caught up with it and get the In the Garden segment at the right time for the season. That sounds like very Ursula. Doggy Mayor. Doggy Mayor, Small Town, Doggy Politics.
Mark Sheppard, Doggy
Delightful. Mayor. Very delightful. Go ahead.
Mark Sheppard, Doggy Mayor. That's what I was aiming for.
Yeah, it was Michael Caine as...
Michael Caine, Mark Sheppard in Firefly. It's always a delight to meet someone from the old country.
Yeah, very, very dodgy geezer. Yes, exactly.
Give Bobby a kiss from me.
Oh, I love Mark Sheppard so much. One of my all-time favorite character actors. All right, shall we do some shenanigans? Okay, let's send us off with something... Okay, I swear this is actually Brain Sorbet, even though it is St. Kilda themed.
Hold fast, folks. This is from...
Hold on. So we are going to be doing some St. Kilda themed shenanigans, which... you can cast Mark Sheppard in anything. He can do anything. They do have a little bit of a content warning in that there are references to death and dying, violence and swearing, and probably if you haven't finished season 1 of St. Kilda, also
good night.
Spoiler warnings.
Yeah.
So maybe these won't be the greatest for you. But go ahead.
This is from Stupid Sexy Grizzop. Devastated to be complicit in weird murder cult activities, states man who left behind his life to live on weird murder cult island. And the hashtags for that are hashtag dead, dove, do not eat Loki.
Yes, exactly. All right.
This is from Lost in the Cosmos.
We'll
Lovely.
alternate these. Rating St. Kilda.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I said we'll alternate these.
Okay.
Rating St. Kilda ships.
1. Loki Matthias. I do truly get it. Why is Matthias so obsessed with Loki's jawline? I would take points off for Matthias being dead, but I'm convinced he's coming back, so it's a moot point. On the other hand, I'm not sure Matthias could ever have a relationship that wasn't just power struggles around scheduling. 8 out of 10.
Angelique Loki. I desperately want Angelique to get swept off her feet romance novel style, and the fact that she's willing to work to make that happen is great. She deserves someone at least as charming as Loki. She just needs to respect his boundaries a tiny bit more. No ass slaps without permission. 10 out of 10.
Loki Nyathi. They're actually both kind of terrible people. The question is, do they deserve each other? I don't think so. They have pretty incompatible values, not to mention that Niathi's, dead. Although, to be fair, what's a spot of murder between lovers? It really is cute to see Lockie be a dilf with Harry, though, so points for that. 5 out of 10.
Andromeda Nianthi. I will never be over Savlon with herbs in it. Also, Nianthi was willing to kill her own kid for Andromeda and ended up dying for her as well. If you don't think that's romantic, what are you even doing? 10,000 out of 10.
Matthias Niathi. My only consolation for the fact that this actually happened at all is that both of them also hate that it happened. We did get Harry out of it, though. Minus 20 out of 10.
Robbie / Sasha. The good canon ship. They're hilarious together and also love each other. Sus. Also, Sasha deserves everything. And if what he wants is a handsome hooligan, he should get a handsome hooligan. 50 out of 10.
Andromeda Matthias. If I need to explain my rating for this, you haven't listened to the same show as me. Minus, is that infinity?
That is the infinity symbol.
Yeah, minus infinity out of 10.
Andromeda / Lockie. She was a high priestess. He magically burned her when he tried to join her cult. Can I make it any more obvious? Narratively, the whole spiritual offices get together thing would work. I do love a QPP with them, but it would be really awkward if they dated. 5 out of 10.
Matthias' boat. It's a motorboat, so I don't know if it counts as a ship, but either way, it smells like shite, pal. 0 out of 10.
I like these. These are very fun. Robbie and Sasha.
Sasha.
So I do agree that somebody needs to come sweep Angelique off her feet and maybe take her far away where she won't bother anybody else. I am looking forward to learning more about Angelique. I hope we get that kind of stereotypical, how did so-and-so come to St. Kilda
Angelique
approach.
And Sasha look to me like the characters we need to get the most background on.
Are you kidding? I would take an entire prequel series of Wee Mary's adventures before St. Kilda.
Well, I mean, they're just horrible little old lady boogie noises.
Right? Like, I need all of St. Mary's. I need Wee Mary's, entire backstory. I want to know more about Robbie and Georgie as well. And, oh my gosh, I maybe don't want to know about everything they get up to because there's a lot. No, but what I would like to know more about is how Georgie feels with Matthias gone. Because they have like a friendship relationship, but Matthias never really appreciated it and kicked him around, and I just have a billion questions, okay, Naomi?
Georgie is a very loyal guy.
Yeah.
And he kind of gets punished for that loyalty. And I'm curious to see where that goes.
I don't know if he gets punished so much as he seems to be like the... Okay. In anime, there's this classic trope that there's always a girl and there's always two guys for the love interest. And one of the love interests is the older guy who's dutiful and does everything right, and she doesn't care about him. She always falls for the younger, stupid, brash, emo, mouth-running little guy with the power 9,000.
Get the Eva, Shinji.
Yes, exactly. I always like the other one. Hello, are you surprised? Ta-da! Georgie is the other type. He's the stoic companion who does all the stuff that everybody doesn't want to... He's the hunk! He is the hunk of this Voltron, and I need to know more about his leg. Yes, okay, thank you. There we go.
Georgie is a very put-upon aero ace surrounded by people having relationship drama, and he is so tired.
I know, Robbie, right? And I bet he has to fight Robbie to drive the van every freaking time.
I just want to nick things and occasionally beat people up. Is that too much to ask, bruv?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Some proper villain stuff,
Hearing that, I am also not surprised that you like Ursula's paladin romances. No. You should not be surprised in the slightest that I like all of Ursula's paladin romances. They're all wonderful. They're adorable, dutiful lunkheads who are trying to do good things.
This is
epically messing up most of those times.
This is an entire series full of errant, isn't it, basically?
Yes, honey. This is why
fuck.
I think you should read them. Are you going to tell people? Okay, we have a little teeny tiny spoiler for Horizon Zero Dawn
West.
Forbidden West.
Errant, who is your Osram
Fail son.
kind of cop, I guess, buddy from the first game, who is a big guy with a very unfortunate hairdo and an even more unfortunate facial hair situation. And he's made entirely of heart. He's just a good guy. And he, about halfway through Forbidden West, part of the arc is you realize you literally can't do what you have to do alone. So you fabricate a couple of links, the supercomputer you have in your ear, and you give one to a character called Val and one to a character called Errant. And Errant...
Your wingmen. Val and Errant are your wingmen.
They are your boys. They are your poncho boys.
Have a good night, Ozzy.
Errant discovers heavy metal, because this is 1,000 years in the future, and the sum totality of human knowledge is on this little computer in his ear. And it is the best thing he's ever heard.
And apparently he spends the rest of the game in the background. You'll just see him,
rocking out, headbanging and air guitar and drumming and shit. And he is so pure. And he is pure of heart and dumb of ass.
Yes.
There is this lovely moment really early on where Aloy, the character you play, is getting in the guy's face. And Val rocks up and goes up to Errant. And they just have this little exchange. She's like, hey Val, hey Errant. Supporting fire? Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. And Errant stands up, pretends to be much drunker than he already is, because he's pretty drunk at this point.
Yep.
Distracts the guy long enough for you to get done what you need to get done. And then his reward is you leave him alone for 30 hours, because Aloy has to learn that people are a thing in Game 2.
Yeah.
But I love him. I love Errant so very, very much.
He's such a... Yes. He and Jaskier would get along very well, I think.
What? I made new friends. Jealous?
Jealous? Get over it. I know.
Guys, you're a bit pitchy. Gordon, you're amazing.
Talent recognizes talent. Yeah. Jaskier is, it's a thing.
I firmly believe Witcher Season 2 is in fact Joey Beatty's Doctor Who audition reel.
I think Season 1 was his Doctor Who audition reel and he didn't get it, so he's going for Season 2!
You know, he spends the entire thing running around in a flappy coat going, oh God, hang on! You know, it's just, yeah.
Exactly. Right. I think we should probably wrap up now since it's quarter to... So in conclusion, yes, Alistair, you should read the Paladin romances. You should start with this newest one. It's short. Joey Beatty is everything, and we do love him. Yes.
Bonnie, if you haven't seen it, during the first lockdown, there was a Witcher Bake-Off challenge, which only really seems to have been assigned to Joey. No one else actually seems to have done it. So I think it was just like, go colour this in. Go away. Kind of situation.
Somehow it involves him mixing in a bowl with a cucumber and his kitchen is entirely destroyed
whilst
by the end of
sobbing.
It's hilarious.
At one point he leans into the bowl and screams, why won't you die?
I just think they just told him to leave, to just go.
And this is happening concurrently to Henry Cavill in a muscle vest and his fucking Mission Impossible moustache at his mum's country house going, oh, I'm going to build a very good gaming PC now. Shit, I put that in the wrong way.
Yes, but then he did it and the entire fucking internet melted down because he did it in a muscle vest and we all went...
Henry, look, I knocked something on the floor. Could you pick it up?
Yeah, exactly. That was the internet. Exactly. Very much so.
Thank you, Doc Pont.
Chuck's like, got you, Link. Here you go.
I think he assigned it to himself, to be honest. Okay, I did the bake-off thing. What bake-off thing, Joey? The bake-off thing.
Here you go.
I did it.
Well,
thanks, Joe.
And he does Warhammer. Yes, exactly. And so does Raoul Coley. So my brain likes that particular piece of conductivity. Thank you very much. And the less we say about that, the better.
Aside from pointing out that Enola Holmes 2 has now wrapped filming, which means Enola Holmes 3 is very likely to occur. And to the best of my knowledge, they have yet to cast Dr. John Watson.
Could you imagine Rahul
Kohli as Dr. Watson.
Watson
to Henry Cavill's swole lock.
Dear universe, it's been a really hard month, and I've been really good. And that would be awesome. Please. I would love that.
Ooh, Rahul Kohli as John. I could see that.
Oh, nice. That is an excellent casting choice.
He's a little... vocally, he's a bit perky.
He's also a bit stockier than I mentally picture for John, because John's got that kind of wasted academic thing going on.
Mr. Kohli has eaten recently.
Wendy, imagining it right now. Don't wait for me. I'll catch up. Right? He would be great at it. I think it would be really, really good. Yes.
Tom Holland asked Henry Cavill if he can come over and play what? Henry, can I come and play?
That would be delightful as well. That would be fine. I'd be all good with that.
Rahul Kohli is also, as far as I'm concerned, he's already Reed Richards. It's just a matter of everyone else figuring out they aren't.
Yes. That would be lovely. Shall we do where we all are going to be in the future?
Yes, we can.
It's been a couple weeks. We're a little tired.
Yeah, it's been a hard month.
Has it been a busy week, Joel?
Been a long road getting from there to here.
Thank you. Really? An Enterprise main theme reference. You may proceed, sir.
I may proceed, sir. So on Friday, the next episode of our frequently award-nominated newsletter, The Full Lid, will go live. That will definitely feature
some stuff.
There's definitely an article I'm really pleased with, actually, on TikTok, and how it's much more than just dancing and makeovers. And there's links to 4 really good, weird, useful, fun TikTokers in there.
A little bit of a TikTok, explain it.
There's some stand-up comedy. There's a good dismount. We got some good stuff this
There
week.
was a good article going around recently about surprise, all the influencers who are making money off of TikTok are all white, ripping off black content.
And conversely, Book Talk has now started to become a thing. The first book publicised through Book Talk has now got its contract.
That'll be an interesting thing for you to add as well.
Yes.
Because unfortunately, everything that I get served up on my For You page is romance novel content.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but it's not... I don't need Outlander knockoffs. Not particularly interested.
Jamie,
move swiftly on!
Jamie McPectoral.
No, I'm not into it. Very not into it. All right, so that was Friday.
So that's going to be Friday. And then Sunday, we will return to the Outer Wilds.
Which I'm very anxious...
Fuck!
Crap. I don't... I need to reset my brain and be like, okay, here's where I am, and now I remember what happened, and now go.
Is the clip of the thing happening available for public consumption?
Yeah, I do believe it is a public clip.
If you want to see what happens in the Outer Wilds after a certain
Thank you, KDB.
thing,
yes,
and our reaction to it, that has been clipped and is relatively easy to find.
Yes. Perhaps maybe Ducky can add it into the
show notes cool.
for this evening. That would be fine.
If you could, that'd be great.
Content warning, me swearing.
Yes.
There's a lot of me going, oh, fuck, quite literally. So that will be fun. But KDB has reminded us, the UK's clocks go back on Sunday night. Thank you, Wendy. Which means it will be displaced. I'm not going to try to figure out if it's ahead or back or wherever you are, but just keep in mind that we will be in alignment once again between the US and the UK. The clocks go forward, that is correct, but that means that so the gap between us, the time zone tribulations are coming to an end. Correct. Spring forward, fall back. Right. So if you have gotten used to joining us at a different time last week, it goes away again. Don't worry about it. It's whatever it used to be. What is time? We'll figure it out. It'll all be good. Sign up for alerts, and hopefully you'll get notified when we go live. So there you go. It gets later than it is at 2 a.m. on Sunday. That's correct. 1 a.m. becomes 2, I think, or 2 becomes 3. I don't know. I'm going to be asleep for that period of time, so I don't know. What is time? Baby, don't hurt me. Thank you. Thank you very much, Salia. That was brilliant. I think that's
pretty much it.
I think that's pretty much it. Please have a much more restful March than we've had a previous March, because March has been a lot. And no.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Just no.
Yeah.
I've been Marguerite.
I've been Alistair.
And this has been fun.
Vote Mayor Jimmy. See you next time, folks.
No, he's already been elected! Who's the other dog they're talking about? Who's the other dog?
Scraps.
I don't know. Have we met Scraps yet? I don't remember us talking about Scraps. We might have to find Scraps and go vote for... Who votes? Is it the town that votes? Is it the dogs? I'm completely confused.
I swear, if there is a dog
We have so many questions to ask them when we have this interview stream. All right, talk us through the mayoral election process and what is Stella's biscuit recipe? What is going on there?
If there is a doggy mare political intrigue subplot to this game, I may truly die of joy.
Exactly. All right, we're leaving for real now. Okay. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you
See you,
later.
folks. Have a good one.
Bye.